You must have been watching the Olympics. You must have been impressed the way that we've had this on our doorstep.
It's just been absolutely fantastic, hasn't it? And I don't think that anybody who's sat and watched it could have failed to be anything other than really inspired by the phenomenal success that they've seen. That's the success both of the athletes, of the men and women who have been winning medals that we just wouldn't have expected to win, but also the success of Great Britain, London, being able to deliver a game of such an immensely high quality. I think everybody feels really proud to have been associated with it in whatever way you've been associated with it. And there's an awful lot of people that I speak to that have said, do you know, the Olympics just leave me cold, wasn't looking forward to it, but I was wrong, I've been really caught up in it. And I think one of the things that we need to do is just to work out how it is that we capture the enthusiasm, the excitement, the inspiration of it, and make sure that we get a generation of kids that are coming through in Thurrock that really use it as a springboard to get involved in sport, whether that's so they go and compete at a really high level or just so that they increase their health and their fitness as they get older.
So, as a council leader, how can you do that, or how can you prompt that at all?
Well, I think it's by working with partners, isn't it? It's by working with schools. So if you look at a couple of things that have been going on, in the build-up to the Olympics, we've got 4 of these Addy zones across the borough, sort of multi-games areas. You've been at the opening of 1 or 2 of them, so you know what they're about. If you look at the initiative that William Edwards have taken forward with their regional badminton centre set to open anytime soon, we've found the funding to help Impulse Leisure to renew the roof at Corringham Leisure Centre, a bit of a refurb there. That opens again in the next few weeks. And if you look at what Impulse Leisure have done at Blackshaws, completely remodelling the entrance there, new change in facilities, making it a much better environment for people that want to go and swim or use the facilities there.
Because I guess we're not talking about everybody becoming gold medalists, we're just having more or less a sort of sporting ambience. So there's organisations like Sustrans and Healthy Walking for Vitality. Is it all these people sort of working? Is that what you mean by partnership as well?
Of course it is. Sustrans, fantastic organisation, and what you can see is the amount of medals that we've won in cycling is actually inspiring people to dust the bikes off, get the bikes out of the shed and go and use them. Sustrans delivering proper cycle lanes, proper kind of cycling facilities has to be part of that. And we mustn't forget Thurrock Sports Council. The Sports Council, really active local body that is now starting a scheme to get more volunteers involved in delivering sport in the borough. They're looking to go into community forums and the like, just to explain to people what it is that local sports clubs need. And it would be wrong to kind of do an interview like this with you, Michael, without paying tribute to the men and women all over this borough who are the ones that get up early of a morning, pull tracksuits on and help to coach our kids. Whether it's the men and women at the athletics club or the swimming club or any amount of the Sunday League junior football clubs, the cricket clubs, the boxing clubs, there are an amazing amount of people really committed, volunteering, involved in sport for young people in the borough.
One of the concerns is certainly I've read in the Daily Telegraph is about selling off of school sports grounds. Is there any assurance you can make that over the next 2, 5, 10 years that they won't be selling off any school sports playing fields?
Well, there's no plan to do that, Michael, and I think that sometimes the Daily Telegraph go on these campaigns that they don't actually quite think it through. Where schools have sometimes closed in the past or been rebuilt with new facilities, with new playing fields, they don't count that as a kind of like for like. They just say it's a loss of a playing field. It's not all the case. Certainly something that we have managed to avoid by and large up to now in Thurrock, and something that we'll continue to really guard against.